Good day, boys, girls, and everyone else. I'm Riekelt. Welcome back to Team Green Gaming or Green Gaming Fest. I think Sinif can say that a little bit better than I do. Hey, friend.
How you doing?
I'm doing alright. I'm here to show off some Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, any percent, no NDA, and I'm playing as Funky Kong. So I guess we should probably just start.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Already. I'm not starting from the main menu. There's a long unskippable cutscene. And I already went into the stage, which gives me a little extra. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, let's go! Like I said, I already went into the stage, which preloads the world as it's into RAM, which gives me an extra like 9 seconds to go faster. But don't worry about that. Welcome to Tropical Freeze. This is the successor to the wildly popular DKC Returns that came out on the Wii in... when was that? 2010, I think.
That was a while ago.
That was a while ago. It was such a good game as well. Tropical Freeze is completely different, but also not. And then the game came out in 2018 on a Nintendo Switch. That's when I picked up the speed game myself. Even though I ran Tropical Freeze or Returns already and tried to dabble into original Tropical Freeze, but I couldn't really get into it. Don't worry about that. So what's happening on the screen? Funky Kong is, I guess, just going for some barrels. This going around the tree mechanic is what they wanted to do on the Wii, but couldn't. But the Wii U is just so powerful, and I guess the Switch is less powerful. But even the Switch can do that. Nah, for real, I'm Funky Kong, and obviously this is a platformer, so I jump on enemies to hurt their heads. But different to the original mode, which I will talk about a whole lot, just to like compare. Funky mode kind of is easy mode, but obviously, easy mode for speedrunners doesn't mean easy modes. Yeah, that is easy mode. It just means that there are way more ways to like get to the end faster, so it only gets a little bit more difficult. If this weren't DKC game, however, Donkey Kong Country, the series, starting from like the first one in Super Nintendo, is notorious for being difficult. I don't want to call out any friends of mine, but I know that a friend of mine is currently going through the second game and is having some issues about that. So, jump I just did made me not having to do like any climbing. Funky Kong himself, however, he can double jump, he can swim indefinitely underwater without needing any air, he can roll indefinitely, and it's just a lot of extras to Donkey Kong. And one of those cool things that he can do, and I guess every Kong, is rolling over the water. And I'm going to try a really difficult jump. And I didn't, because my time was a little bit off, but don't worry, this is still fast. This is still fast. So the original game was just Donkey Kong rolling around, and he can have one of 3 of his like partners alongside of him, and they act like power-ups. With all of them, he can infinitely roll, but with Diddy Kong, which is the first partner you get in the first stage, he has a jetpack, which allows him to like stay up in the air for just a little bit. Dixie Kong, which you get in the second stage, who can hover a little bit and stay up. And then Cranky Kong, who can pogo. If you love your DuckTales, then you know exactly what to expect. And you will meet him in this stage. You can already see that I'm in a vertical stage. That was some new movement I've never done before, but that was good. Yeah, his pogo allows him to just pogo on spikes, on enemies, and just stay in the air longer. But the most important thing, and why Cranky Kong is such an important character in the speedrun, is because his pogo will actually transfer speed, aka you're not losing any speed, and if you can get like some really cool boosts, you can actually keep the speed from that. And as long as you pogo, just keep that. If you know anything about Tropical Freeze, there's a stage in World 3, the one with the wind and the tornado. Oh, you should see an IL of that. If I finish fast enough, I might actually show that off. If not, oh well. I'll surely be able to.
By the way, I got a gift for you.
You got a gift?
I do have a gift for you. It's
Is it chocolate?
real bird sounds.
Ooh. I didn't hear them though.
Yeah, he's currently sitting quietly on the window, but...
Oh, there he is. I hear it, I hear it. The true boss of the marathon, the birds.
What are you doing, Copper?
Hey, Copper. Another staple of the DKC games is minecarts. I mean, what's not to laugh about minecarts? They might look like they're auto-scrollers, since nothing can really stop you. But there are, like, minute ways of gaining a little bit of speed here, which is only, like, really useful if you do ILs. And believe me, this game has a really good individual level speedrun timer and mechanics and whatnot. Which are actually, up until this day, very, very competitive. But yeah, the gist of it is jump onto slopes, jump off of slopes, try and take the speed like I just did. Oh, and don't get hit. However, I just got all 4 Kong letters, which is... I mean, it's an auto-scroller, am I right? Why not? Why not go out of the way if it doesn't waste or gain any time? Music? Good, however. That is Trunk Twister. All we need to do is beat the boss and we're done with the first island. How did it go in DKC 1? In the original Donkey Kong, you were on an island. The second, I guess you started on a ship. The first one, you went all around the world. In DKC Returns, you all went around like DK Island. And then in this stage, you actually go through like different islands and you end at the islands, Donkey Kong Island. Funny enough. But I'll explain it once we get there. So that last fish I wanted to destroy the moment the fish was like in the air and was like on this plane. So I did a trick the community calls the God Caught. So I'm getting pushed away onto the fish, defeating it before it hits the floor, which allows Pompey, which is this giant seal, to get in just a little bit quicker. So every boss in this game has 9 health, with 3 phases, with 3 hits each. That surely makes sense. I hit him 4 times at this point. Now he throws some penguins my way. This is the only reason why I was actually deciding, should I speedrun this game? Since I'm known to be the penguin man. There I go. That's 5 hits. Speaking of the original modes, for whatever reason, in the Switch version of the game, you can actually hit Pompey like now, for example, if you could get like high enough. However, what's his name? Cranky can actually just go up to him, hit him, and make this boss fight an actual joke. Okay, here it comes God Caught version 2. So I'm gonna gain some height. Oh, I wanted to destroy this fish in midair and then slowly copter to him to hit him just a little bit earlier. I guess that's not gonna happen today, but oh well. So that's 8 hits. Here come some more penguins that surely I'll not kill. And that is the first boss done. That is Pompey. Goodbye.
Easy boss.
Pretty easy boss. It's a good beginner boss. Is it easy? Yeah. Funny enough, the next boss is actually one of the harder bosses.
I just wanted to quickly shout out the people who have donated so far. Brother Doink, Codebreaker, Nuclear Kid, Brother Doink again, and Siberian Bold. Thank you everyone so far who has donated so far. We're at $105 out of 1,000 to our goal. So would love to get there, but you know, there's also prizes you can get. There are trees that you can plant. Plenty of good reasons to donate. So go do that.
Agreed. Please donate for a good cause. We only have one planet. Look at all those trees in the background. If that is not something you want to save, oh boy, I don't know what to say. So welcome to World 2, which is some people call it the Netherlands, but then because of the windmills. But then I see all the hills in the background, and if there's anything that we call a mountain, well, the Mount Everest is like obviously huge, but we don't have any hills in the country. Nuh-uh, not at all. It's as flat as a pancake. I guess I can say that. I wanted to do something fancy, but the cycles didn't line up, so I'm not gonna do that. What I do want to do fancy, however, is a giant drop, and just make it casually. Just make it on the ledge. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Funky Kong. So, without touching the floor, get into that barrel just to not waste any time. Obviously, I'm not getting any of the KO and G letters. Actually, the collectibles, the different collectibles that you can collect. If you collect KO and G in every stage, you unlock a sort of temple level in that world, which is like a completely difficult, stage. You can actually see it like right up there. The puzzle pieces, if you get all of them, you get dioramas, which are really fun things to look at in the menu, but no speedrun requires those, other than the Puzzle Mania category. Not a main category, actually. Bananas, if you get 100, you get an extra 1-up. And these medals you can actually spend in the store to get some stuff. It's not helpful stuff for the speedrun. It's an infinite breath potion, extra hit potion, some other potions, and some lives you can buy if you really need some extra lives. Maybe we should talk about the rhinoceros in the room. This is Rambi. Rambi is your only... Actually... Oh, don't run away. Your only, like, animal friend. And he is kind of slow, but I use him because, I don't know, I like him. Oh, and because I like speed boosts. Remember that I spoke about those? Yeah, if you have the pogo stick, you go so fast. I'm gonna wait here. And I'm gonna use the velocity that you get from going super fast to go super fast, like into the next up, into a dash. And again, if you were cranky, you would just go super speed for this stage. Unfortunately, no cranky, this is funky only. But it's still a really cool stage to do. The one hint I want to relay regarding Rambi is once you're in the air, try and stay in the air as long as possible, because every time that you need to like start up your dash, he goes like, okay, I'm gonna go, and that weighs like 0.3 seconds, and that adds up. That definitely adds up. I love how 0.3 seconds kinda equals a frame rule, but not important. Welcome to stage 2.3. This is Horn Top something. Hop. And this is the first stage in the game that we see that has global cycles, meaning that the moment the game starts, or the stage starts, I fall in a pit. No, the moment the stage starts, certain cycles start happening. Meaning that if I am slow at one point, all of those platforms that you see here are kind of off cycle, and I need to ad hoc like decide, okay, can I make this jump? Yes, no, yes, no. Fortunately, it's not as terrible as I make it out to be, but there are some other stages that really benefit from me knowing what I'm doing. Like here, for example. I expected that to be a little bit differently, but it was all good. There's some horns in the background as well, and I need to rely on them here to not kill me. And we're almost at the end. Yeah, this is it. Some other notes that I want to mention about Funky Kong is you can see that I have like 5 hearts in the top left. Yes, I have 5 hearts. Not only do I have more health than DK and Buddy, which in this game is like 4 health. But if you, like, your health would first deplete with your partner, and once your partner is gone, Donkey Kong will receive like all the hits. But the issue is that if your partner dies, you will also lose your power-up. So where I have like 4 spare hits and nothing would happen other than I need to be more careful, Donkey Kong only has like 1 health that he can lose before, well, he would be slower since you're definitely becoming faster because of your partner. So that is something to keep in mind. So welcome in 2-4, which is another minecart stage that you can do with one hand. And this is where the game actually just shows off how beautiful it is. I'm in a sawmill, there's wood everywhere, chainsaws, saw blades, and I'm trying to like not get hit. Should be easy enough. Keyword shit. And all of a sudden, I'm not in a minecart anymore. I'm in a boat. They really went all out, changing up the, what do you call them? Like vehicles a little bit. It's still functionally a minecart, except for, I guess, this part with water. But they definitely went all out and just one-upped everything that they did well in Returns. Looking back at Returns, the game is relatively bland. There are definitely a few more stages. A few stages there that they didn't copy over to this game. Like, who can forget that one stage where you got, like, haunted by all of those little ants and spiders that just chased you in 5.8, the end of World 5? Or some of the mechanical stages, those were good. Those were really good. Did I get all KO and G letters up until now? Well, not the G at least. And this section you have to like jump at the correct time. I got KO and G. It's completely powerful. Alrighty. That is 2-4. Up until now you would probably stick with Funky Kong. But since the next stage is pretty aerial, I would say there's a lot of pits that you can fall in. runners actually opted to switch over to Dixie Kong in here, making her like the second best character. Diddy Kong is just a nerfed version of Dixie Kong, which, ouch. But Diddy Kong still has its uses in water stages, yes. You heard that right, there's a whole water world in this game. And it's not as bad as you might think. But again, we'll get there when we get there. Also, Metroid Easter eggs are there. Yes, I'm still playing the same stage I was in 10 seconds ago. So, high in the sky. I'm so on purpose. Because there are some jumps you just cannot make, and some cycles you need to wait out for, like those balloons earlier. Those penguins that I want to avoid, because every time you get hit, you get stuck in the air. And every second you're not going forward is a waste of a second. That's what they say in speedruns, at least. And then the next stage, which is my favorite Windows font, Wingding, is half an auto-scroller. But there are ways to, again, optimize all of that. Okay, not this section, this is just me trying to be fast. Hit the bells at the end. And now I'm on like a slidery place. Really important to like always get the start of one of those things. And not jump if you can help it. For example, there, instead of jumping towards the decay, I just fell off. And don't forget to ring the bells. I've had it in marathons happen that I kind of were too late doing that, and well, that didn't end that well. Get the O. Back in the original mode, you had to speedrun this stage because you had to make a cycle with the barrels. So you might have seen those barrels with FK on them, which is kind of an unfortunate abbreviation. I'm not gonna explain why. Oh, I forgot to jump there. Oh well. So those FK barrels, they just give you health. But in the original mode, it could either be like I don't remember what DX for Dixie Kong and CK for Cranky Kong. So I assume it's Diddy Kong or a DK for Diddy Kong. So those three barrels, you could either have one of those in a stage, or a stage would have all three of them. Also, what speed, am I right? But they were like on a cycle, meaning that the moment the game, the stage starts, it would be on one of them. It would go on the next one, and a second later. Oh, I'm not dead yet? Oh. This was a really terrible 2-6, but oh well. Time for the boss. But yeah, you were basically on a cycle at that point. So the idea for this stage is to go as fast as possible. Because if you're like a few frames late, you have to wait 2 more seconds before you can grab the barrel. Because you definitely want Cranky Kong. Cranky Kong is just that fast. Sinef, please look away. I'm going to fight a bird. Even though it's an owl. So, host's discretion is advised.
Unacceptable.
Are you kicking me out of the marathon? That's not a no, so I'll just keep on running this game. So welcome to Skull, who is a pretty difficult boss, and I need to throw his kits against him. I already missed one of those little owls, which I should have waited a little bit longer for. So now I have to wait until he throws more of his kits my way. Unfortunately, this first phase is the least terrible. Oh. There, better. So I can't recycle this guy, so goodbye, we're going into the air. So here is Skull, and his attacks are completely different here again. He'll throw a lot of his babies my way. So this is one. I have to wait before I throw it, because I want 3 of his kids to be on the field. 1, 2, that is 3, grab this one, from there, and that is number 3. That was a clean phase 2. And then the next phase is probably the worst. So it takes about a minute, maybe 40 seconds, before I can actually attack him. And I only get 2 babies. However, I can jump on his head at one point, meaning that if I miss one of the babies, I have to wait another minute. Let's not go for that. Let's end the suffering as fast as possible. Another cool thing about the Switch version of this game is that for whatever reason, all boss RNG is not a thing anymore. So he could do like a lot of different cycles, or not cycles, like patterns. But now he just goes to the middle, to the right. Did I have to walk through? I didn't walk through enough. And I could have been done at this point, but no. But yeah, boss RNG, for whatever reason, doesn't exist anymore. It's relatively static. Not completely, but relatively. But yeah, since I don't get here that often. Okay, here come the kids. And that is the end of Skull. Goodbye. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. And with that, the second island is done. Going to World 3. And I'm gonna be silent for a little bit, because the music in the first stage here is so wonderful. A lot of people see similarities between this and The Lion King, which I can understand. So enjoy. Also, this is another global cycle stage. Meaning, you know what that means. I'm already messing up. I guess that's it. One of the more important cycles is that zebra all the way on the right. He is on a certain cycle, a 6-second cycle that I apparently just missed, so I'm waiting another 6 seconds. Yeah, you want to go fast for that, but I had a really unfortunate jump. I guess this is just a stage that I need to relearn. Yeah.
So how much was it that we needed to get to donate for you to do the DK wrap?
Oh yeah, you spoke about that. We never agreed on a price. What do you think?
Oh, you're the one doing it.
Okay, $50. How about that? Can we get $50, or is that a little bit too much?
What do you think, Jack? Can we make it happen?
Sure, let's do it. If we get to $155 by the end of this run, I will perform the DK rap. Sounds like an idea for charity. And for me making a fool out of myself because I can't sing. I did karaoke last week, and apparently I can do it, but I prefer not to. So welcome to Free to Baobab Bonanza. The stage is all about, I don't know, knowing your fruits. And a lot of scary jumps. This is a really good stage to just do time attacks in. Again, the time attack scene for this game is wonderful. I'm gonna fall a little bit. And from here on out, jump from here. Oh, I never even explained grab jumps. So, like I said, Funky Kong can actually do double jumps. But if you use the grab action, you know, the same key for grabbing stuff, grabbing barrels and whatnot. If you grab just before the second jump, now for whatever reason you get like so much more height. I can actually show it a little bit. So double jump goes like up to there, and a grab jump goes like off screen. It's relatively minute, but it's so much. It makes so many jumps so much more possible. And it definitely goes into the speedrunner's toolkit. Something else that I really enjoy about this game is that the world is trying to tell a story with each stage you advance in. So we were in like a really cool jungle area. All of a sudden it's really stormy. Like even the penguins are trying to hold onto their hats. Rambi is in a stage, but I choose to ignore him for just a little bit. And those, those tornadoes on the stage, actually, they have some rules to them. They can let you go through, they can block you all the way. However, if you stay on the ground, they will always let you go through. Okay, sure, bye. Rambi is just important for this block, but he's not necessary. Oh, and I guess this enemy. Not getting the extra life, but that's not needed. And they let you jump. Isn't this wonderful? I definitely can appreciate some games that has like really interesting, not just worlds, but stages as well, where almost every stage has a reason to be remembered. This thing was like about the tornado, that was all the way that you literally just platformed through and through. The next stage is a forest fire. There's only one forest fire stage here. So it's not like the idea gets old. And for speedrunners, I know that I'm going to damage boost a whole lot. So if I get damage, that's on purpose. Waiting is apparently slower than just freezing in the air for a bit and taking damage. Another stage where Cranky would be really good in. trees just falling. Okay, wait for that. Those droplets apparently didn't hurt me. That's new. These are the last ropes because the ending barrel is jumping here for whatever reason. And that was a gold, apparently. Is that the first gold? No, I also golded the first stage I did. But I don't count that. I obviously started life split a little bit too late. Obviously. Okay, really important. The music for the stage. Please listen to it. All of it. This was a really rare remix of Aquatic Ambience. This is the only stage where it happens. In a rocket barrel stage. And the problem is that the moment you get on the rocket barrel, the music gets transformed into a flute version of the rocket barrel theme. You know what? I'm out. I'm not even gonna try and play. I'm just gonna hold B, see how far I get. If there are any messages from Sinif, be my guest.
Sure thing. We do have a donation, so let me go ahead and refresh that donation page. Travaria comes in with $10, and let's see here. It says $10 for the DK wrap, and that also went towards the incentive RE5 Punch the Boulder and reverse or normal tracks. $5 on each of those, getting those put up. So yeah, we have lots of good incentives, lots of cool things. The DK wrap, if we can get that done, we only need $45 more for that. Yeah.
Thank you for your donation. It's just $40 more, right?
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's more attainable. Unfortunately, Funky Kong is not part of the DK rep. Even Cranky Kong is part of it. Oh well. I golded Twilight Terror by a frame. Interesting. This is a really interesting stage. It's a secret stage. Because I took the first secret ending. Of the run, at least. This stage just built itself in front of you. And, I mean, I guess you can tell why it's a speedrunner stage. Speedrunners are supposed to, like, remember every stage. As they're supposed to. Because I still have, like, a little bit of difficulty every now and then. But I know the big crossroads, so it's not all too bad. So, for example, there's this thing. The barrel is like here, which I'm not gonna get. It's gonna crash across a lot of those enemies. Go for here, damage boost a lot, and barrel a lot. Whew. So the previous stage, I know I just held A, but if you do that, then you will actually make it into like the first teleporter. In the original game, you needed either Cranky Kong or Dixie Kong, because both of them can get you distance or get you height in a jump. If you had Diddy Kong, or no Kong for that matter, you really would have had to... what's the word? You really would have had to come back later. So, coming up is my least favorite boss. Welcome to Boom Boom? No, Baboom. That's their name. Because they throw bombs. So the idea is that every one of these monkeys, chimps, yes, here. I want to destroy this left guy. Sure, whatever. So it doesn't matter how much damage you do to them. You only need to hit one of those monkeys 3 times. Okay, hit him first. And at the start of every phase, they will actually refresh their health. So, ba-boom. Oh, oh. Please, I missed. They both got 2 hits, so the first one I hit is going to be red. So he's done with this phase. He's gonna get back to free health. And now that he's alone... Yeah, there we go. There's some randomness in here, but it's nothing too big. Just follow where the ghosts spawn from. Then he throws a watermelon that I have to throw against him. Show everyone that I'm the true Shaquille O'Neal. I'm the true basketball player. Okay, jump on his face. That is number 8. One more hit. Come on, ba-boom. To the left again. Normally I'm stuck in the right corner, but not today. Phil Mickelson in his face. Nice. Okay. That was World 3. We're not halfway through the run yet, but halfway through all the worlds. That means something. Like I said earlier, World 4 is a water world. Except for one stage, you have to swim in all of them. Even the boss, but believe me, that is not per se a bad thing. First stage might be a little bit slow, however, so enjoy the tunes. Think about the charity that Green Gaming is getting money for. There are no trees in this world. Oh, okay, there are trees in the background, I guess. How about if we plant some more of those? Because every dollar, there's one more planted tree. And again, because I'm Funky Kong, I am using a lot of damage boosting here, there, everywhere. So in World 4, this is where Diddy Kong would actually be really interesting, especially in Funky Kong runs, where you would play with both Funky as well as Donkey Kong. Because the jetpack is just so good. And actually necessary if you want to go into the secret exit that I'm actually going to use. However, Funky Kong is a one-man army and you can basically get 100% without actually going back to DK. There's actually 2 subcategories, Funky only and also like the whole using the whole Kong family. And then another subcategory that we have is death abuse and no death abuse, which is what NDA stands for. Opposed to what some people think that it stands for non-disclosure agreements. No, it's not that. In some really long stages, it is faster to fall in a pit 8 times in a row. Because then the super guide will actually come to your game and like, hey, this area might seem a little bit too difficult for you. Do you want to skip this stage? And then you can say, yeah, of course, I want to skip this stage. I'm so happy that the more popular category is the one where we don't do that, because it is relatively lame. Out of the 41 stages that I do in any percent... Oops. It would be faster on 8 of the stages. So, yeah. In the game Super Mario 3D Land on the Nintendo 3DS, there's actually one instance where you would do that, but not to skip the stage, but to get a power-up. Destroying yourself 8 times, that is. And that is something that I don't mind as much, because first of all, you do get a power-up that's... You get a really cool power-up. That's all you need to know. You're not skipping any stages, you're just going fast through a stage, even though it might sound like you're skipping it. There. So I'm in a secret stage, and I'm taking another secret exit, going into a really interesting stage. A friend of mine actually called it a Metroidvania, for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm just swimming around, getting some keys, and getting to the end. It's a really calm thing as well. One, two, three, fall down. And interestingly enough, there actually is a way to get out of bounds in the original version, but I did fix it in the Switch release. The only out of bounds and the only like real glitch that they ever found in this game is only in the Wii U version. There, so that was the first chest. It gave me a green key. What do you think would be in the green chest? Would it be a lifetime of bananas? Would it be happiness? Or would it be another key? Yeah, no, we're going around like this whole map. But it's not as terrible. You only make one loop. There is a secret door, however, that you need to take. That even when I was running this game, I had no clue how to even open this thing when I started out. Apparently you need to get all of the bananas. Get down here. Do you need Diddy Kong for this? I would think so. Or no, Dixie Kong. Interesting. So now I got the gold key. We've already seen the gold chest earlier. Yeah, the stage is not that terrible. You do like a small loop, you do a big loop, and then you go straight to the end. Uh-oh, that shark is looking for trouble. He doesn't actually hit you there. He gets tired just before reaching the end. That is the G. There. Gain time even. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so little break from water. We've had 3 stages with swimming in it. Let's stay in the land for a bit. Go to sea, stack, attack. There's no water here at all, except if you look in the background, but that doesn't count. Ah, I was a little bit too early, I think. So if you timed it well enough, you can just keep rolling. Because then you throw that watermelon bomb, like, at the precise time where it would destroy the enemy, as well as the wall, I guess. So now I have to wait here, so I'm just gonna play with some watermelon bombs here. Get that. Throw it next to the wall. Stun lock the penguin, and go! There's another trick coming here. It's got the, Banana Slammer? No, this thing had a different name. I didn't... Okay, whatever, this works too. If you time it just right, like imagine having a barrel on a stick, you would spin that stick around, and then you would stop. At one point, the stick will actually keep its forward velocity, and then knows then, hey, I went too far, and then bounces back. That mechanic is actually in this game. And if you time it just right, you can, like, when it's like overreaching and bending, you can actually fire it before it goes back into neutral, going into a different barrel and skipping that waiting cycle, but it like saves 1.5 seconds. I think that is the Banana Slamma, but I'm not entirely sure to the name. Oh well. So this is another interesting thing happening this stage. I got some wheels that I need to spin. Obligatory tutorial right there. And there's a lot of stuff just, you know, hanging around, wanting to hurt me. So I'm going to damage boost a lot of it. I guess I didn't damage boost there because it would have been slower at that point. But here... Oh, didn't even need to damage boost. Nice. However, I am going to get some extra health here. Because it's needed. It's very much needed. Can I get that heart? I did not get the heart. Oh. I'm getting hit once more. Oh, now I actually need to be careful. I'm only got a buffer at this point still. David Wise, the original composer of the DKC games on the Super Nintendo, actually helped with the musical score here. It's very, very much noticeable. Returns also had good music, but it was noticeable not what it was. It didn't have like the same feeling, if you catch my drift. And that is... What's the stage? Current Capers? Yeah. Coming up is boss Fugu Face-Off. And this is a really interesting boss. It happens underwater. I should probably explain what all three of the Donkey Kong companions do underwater. Well, I already mentioned the jetpack of Diddy Kong, really fast. Dixie Kong was able to go against currents, making you also go a little bit fast. Cranky Kong can just attack, which is not helpful at all, except here. Because Fugu's he's a pufferfish, and his only weak point is in his butt. So, I'm just gonna go behind him and attack him all the time. So it looks like I'm almost dying, but every time that I'm on 1 HP, he is like 99% guaranteed to give me a heart. 99%, really important. If I get knocked back by Fugu, it's really controllable that I can hit him afterwards. If I, however, get hit by the shells, then yeah, it's another reset. Not a reset, but like a retry. That was a really good Fugu, comparatively. Did I gold that? No, I did not, but I did gain back a lot of time from PB. So that's good. Actually, I had. I'm not expecting any PBs, that is so difficult. Welcome to World 5. This is the longest load of the game. And there was something else here. This world also tells a story. Just know that there's a lot of fruit starting to be collected here. Oh. I was thinking, are there any like DK barrels here? Because I might need one in a little bit. And then I just skipped the one that I needed. Oh well. Actually no, there's a DK barrel like right here. I can skip places here that no one else can, just Funky. Same here. Instead of having to like, well, I guess that wasn't fast either, but it was still faster than actually waiting and hanging on top of a trolley. Okay, let's not get hit there. And now, oh, now it's gonna be interesting. I tried to not die here, but I guess that's just a little bit too difficult. Oh well. Where do I get dropped off? Here, okay. Oh, that's doable. That is very much doable. I could have jumped to the other side. For whatever reason, you have to time this ending barrel as well. But I was just lucky that it was like on the correct cycle. Normally you're a little bit early. Stage 5-2. Isn't it weird that there wasn't an auto-scroller in World 4? Well, I guess we did skip it. But if we need some auto-scrollery love... Here we go! And there's nothing too much to talk about this stage, other than they're sorting all the fruits that I collected in the previous one. I'm gonna hand it over to Sinif, because I do see that a donation came in. Reminder, there's only $35 more for the DK rep. To get it, you get like about half an hour left.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thank you so much. Rep G Suspenser comes in with $5 that says, if I could find you, now things would get better. If we could leave this town and run forever, let your waves crash down on me and take me away. There's a place for you that's here with me. It's everywhere I go. It's everything I see. When I sleep, I dream and it gets me by. I can make believe you're here tonight, that you're here tonight. Put this donation towards everyone having a good day.
Repmeister Sventer, thank you. Thank you for that verse. So in the meantime, I'm just fighting against this... Well, I'm trying to not get hit by this mech guy. I mean, this is still... No? Actually, no, this is not a Japanese game. I play some Japanese games, like the Ape Escape series that you might have seen in the previous Green Gaming Fest. And in a lot of Japanese games, like the final boss or a boss is like a giant Gundam mech thing. And I guess this is the US's answer. Because this game was actually made by Retro Studios, an American barbecue-loving Texan development studio. And we kind of destroyed it. So the penguin, if we were to wait here, would actually have would actually have had a terrible fate, but by speedrunning, no one would know what it was. Ocean Avenue by Yellow Cards. I didn't know. Thank you. I forwarded the donation into doing the previous thing fast so that the penguin would actually have a good time. Okay, let's go. So this stage... It has some really interesting things, especially the end. That if I would make like a stage tier list of this game, this stage wouldn't score high. It's relatively forgettable, but I don't want to like diss this stage, so I'm waiting here for a little bit, then doing a double jump, not even a grab jump, into the ending barrel. Falling down here. So the stage is... Can I get that? Thank you. That was literally not worth it. Oh. Square watermelons, by the way. Barrel that makes us go up and then fall down. Which is really weird. There's a latch here that you can stand on. We call it the DKS latch. 1, 2, 3. Now I can grab jump, make that, and barely miss that ending barrel. So now we have to climb all of this and not die and fall in the saw blades. That would be really bad. The speedrunners actually tried to get into that barrel without actually having to like fall down. They did some camera manipulations, they did some other hacky things, but they just couldn't do it. They did some really good programming at Retro Studios. Okay, welcome to Panicky Paddles. This is a really interesting stage for the end. Why is this? This stage, there's a secret all the way at the end, like literally at the end. You need, specifically you need Dixie Kong there. And there's only one DK barrel. This one. So from here on out, you're only allowed to have like one piece of damage. And I guess I already took damage, but it doesn't, that policy doesn't work on me. So this stage was really brutal, and if you couldn't make it, you had to do like another really slow stage afterwards. Fortunately, not getting hit a lot is relatively doable. You just have to be like on your toes. Can I get... And there's a checkpoint. But obviously, if you lose your partner and then die, you do not get that partner back. Meaning... yeah, it's just ogre. And then this is probably the place where you would get hit if you were to get hit. It's very, very much doable. But since I'm Funky Kong, I'm just going through. Jump over, jump through, and the secret is actually here on the bottom. You need Dixie Kong for this, like I said, because she had that turbo hair. Going in here. And coming up is probably my favorite stage of the entire game, Gem and Gems. Unfortunately, it's a global cycle stage, but the music is good. The cycles make it really interesting. and just some other things. So yeah, I guess enjoy. Oh yeah, and some really cool jumps, of course. Like, especially here, you just land here, stay low. I know I already got hit by something, but the show must go on. I can actually still make up some time. This actually looks really good. Yeah, this looks good, this looks good. If everything is right, I should not get any damage here. Never mind. Could actually abuse that, but it does mean that in this giant fall, I would get hit. Okay, I didn't win enough time. Oh! Going over. That's actually a route that I've never taken before. But I saw that it was possible. Okay, I can get hit one more time. I'm gonna do that right here. And then the ending barrel is all the way right there. We're supposed to like go from barrel to barrel to barrel, but that is slow. You can just go over.
Hey, I got a donation here for you.
I hear it. Someone is jamming out.
Yeah, he's excited. We got a $35 donation from Rep G Suspenser that says my mother wanted to donate towards the cause as well, and that puts us over the 155 before the end of the run to do the DK wrap.
Okay, I can probably do a DK wrap at one point. When do you want me to do it? At the end? During the run? I know if
whenever you like.
Whenever I like, okay. I can probably do it in a little bit. Let me actually look up the text as well. I know most of the lyrics, it's just for continuity's sake. Yeah, okay, I know when I can do it. After Bassmaster. But yeah, thank you for your donation. We're gonna jam out. I can't get hit anymore. That is unfortunate. Yeah, okay, now it's safe. This is also one of my favorite stages. It's the atmosphere is pretty good. So for those who didn't really follow on the story of like the whole stage, fruit is getting collected, harvested, sorted, processed, and in this last stage, they made popsicles out of it. And then if you look at the cutscene for this stage, like every boss has like an introductionary cutscene. Is that Bassmaster is just, you know, minding his own business. You can see he's just licking some ice cream, and then Funky Kong makes him drop his ice cream. And yeah, this is the only boss that I would say is not evil and just has a vendetta against me because I did a bad thing and Funky Kong just doesn't reimburse him for the ice cream or gives him new ice cream, you know? Funky Kong is it's like Death Note, where you're following the antagonist, not the protagonist. Well, I guess you do both, but still. Oh, and did I tell you that he has like the biggest banhammer I've ever seen? Well, I'm still thanking you and your mother, okay? Shout out to trees. Okay. I think in the last phase of this one, I can do the thing. So one RNG thing in this game is that Bassmaster can decide to like go up into the air and fall down either 2 or 3 times. the RNG is kind of removed from the Switch version. And he actually had 3 ground pounds just now. Meaning that if we are not unlucky, he will only do 2 right now. There are some ways to manipulate that. And we are extremely unlucky because he just did 3 again. Oh well. So now Bassmaster comes sliding to us again, 3 times in a row this time. And that is hit number 6. Let's go. Okay, I do want to concentrate on the first hit here, because this thing goes really fast. Oh, I missed. That is unfortunate. What happens now? Okay. Well, I guess I'm extending this fight. You know what that means. Here we go. So they're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you to through this funky rap. Huh. FK. Funky Kong. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. Ha! DK! Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. This Kong's got style. So listen up, dude. She can shrink in size to suit her mood. She's quick and nimble. Wait. Before I go, where's Diddy Kong? Oh, okay, no, sorry. That's actually... this is actually in order. My bad, sorry. Okay. This Kong's got style, so listen up, dude. She can shrink his size to suit her mood. I need to... There. Sorry, I had to like concentrate for a bit. Whatever. She's quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can float through the air and climb up trees. If you choose her, you won't choose wrong. With a skip and a hop, she's one cool Kong, huh? D, Donkey Kong. Again. He has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. He can handstand. Actually, just give me a bit. Okay, lands on here. He can handstand when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Inflate himself just like a balloon. This crazy Kong just digs his tune. Ha! DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. He's back again, and about time too. And this time, he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his jetpack on, with his pistols out. He's one tough... What? He's one cool Kong. Tough Kong. He'll make you smile. Let me actually finish the stage real quick. Am I doing well, Sinif? I'm expecting like an F for performance.
You're doing awesome.
So I wasn't supposed to hit that flamey guy, and that kind of threw me off my groove. That took... Oh, I haven't split in like so long. Wait, it's... Oh, light split just crashed. Oh, okay. Cool beans, cool beans. Okay, let me restart Diddy Kong. He's back again, and about time too. And this time, he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his jetpack on, with his pistols out. He's one tough Kong. He'll make you smile when he plays his tune, but Kremlings beware. If he's after you, huh, DK, Donkey Kong. The heck? Okay, I didn't know that this game needed so much, like, actual, like, concentration. Holy bananas on a stick. Can I get a barrel somewhere? Oh, I'm just gonna self-defeat myself here because I do want to take some liberties. That didn't put me back too much. Okay, good. Because there's one difficult thing that I do need to do, which is boat skip. There. That is boat skip. That just skips a giant auto-scrollery section. Finally, he is here for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. This Kong's so strong, it isn't funny. Can make a Kremling cry out for mummy. Can pick up a boulder with relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. He may move slow, he can jump high, but this Kong's one hell of a guy. Huh, come on Cranky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Okay, walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah. I should have done it after this run, but here you go. A bad performance of the DK rap, but it was a performance nonetheless. Thank you all so much for donating, and enjoy hopefully a little bit better gameplay of Tropical Freeze. And to be honest, I've been listening to the coconut gun version a little bit more. There, that's another skip that you can do with the grab jump and with Funky Kong's hover ability. I keep splitting, but light split crashed. Save splits? No? Diddy Kong is second to last. Yeah, I thought he was like second. Because I do believe you do get him second in DK64. CG Coconut Gun. CG Coconut Gun. She's quick and nimble and quick and nimble and quick and nimble. So this is the final auto-scrollery stage, the final rocket barrel one. And this stage is brutal. There are no recovery hearts anywhere. Very little checkpoints. And back in original mode, you only had 2 hearts here. Funky Kong has 3 hearts. But I remember that at one point, during a GDQ run, Michael Goldfish, who is a really good runner of this game, he decided to actually just go like original mode, like actual original mode, and just one heart this whole thing. Just immediately took damage. And wonderful. Actually, you might have recognized that bat in the background. Every stage in this world has 8 stages, and every stage represents an entire world of DKC returns. I don't know why I went for the balloon. Oh well. There he is. And this bat was actually part of one of those stages. One of the stages in World 4, which is Auto-Scroller World, funny enough. Where's the N in this stage? I know where the G is, that's all the way at the end. So that's something that I really like about this world. Where the first one was like a more... it started off the jungle? No, not the jungle? Yeah, no, it was the jungle. World 2 showed off the beach. World 3 was the ruins. But the ruins aren't that interesting of a locale, so to say. Well, these are the mines, and yeah, I'm escaping from the mines right now. And World 5 is the forest. If you would ask me what is the difference between a forest and a jungle, I don't know. But the forest had some of DKC Return's most difficult levels. And that is similar to here, because the next stage, if you look at the IL for that, it's wonderfully difficult.
So I'm looking it up. A forest has many tall trees and can usually be traveled through by humans. Jungle is usually used to describe a tangled or overgrown mass of vegetation over a large area of land. A jungle usually has tropical or humid climate and many plants on the ground between the trees and larger plants.
That actually does represent what I would describe it as. Thank you. And yeah, I guess monkeys and other primates do live in more jungles rather than in a forest. That does make sense. Thank you. So yeah, this is one of the hardest stages in the run. But that is mostly because of stress that I am not doing. You can get like insane speed going through the stage. And not only is it like barely... I can barely do... Ah! I let go of the button for some reason. Like I can barely do it like normally. Wait. What am I doing? I'm just gonna redo that.
Semi on topic, did you know that our rainforests, our jungles are in danger?
I have heard signals.
Yeah,
tell me more.
The Amazon rainforest, as well as some other rainforests, are all in danger due to deforestation because of humanity's use of paper and paper products and the need for wood in order to have humanity do what it does. So, I mean, there's only one way to combat that. Do you know what that is?
Planting trees.
Yeah, we gotta plant trees, and the best way to plant trees is to donate $1 for every tree that gets planted. So if you donate $1, you just help the environment. You donate $2, you just help the environment doubly. So for every dollar you donate, you're donating that much more to combat the climate crisis, to combat deforestation, to combat all sorts of stuff that, I mean, we just need to combat, because without trees, we're not going to be breathing too much longer.
I do love breathing. It's my favorite exercise that I do basically all the time. Yes, and I do agree that planting 50 trees was well worth it to do a really badly rehearsed DK rep.
I have a plan later for doing donation incentives for my run.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I'm going to be running Hat in Time later, which I know you're excited for. I'm going to be donating $1 every time I hit the boop emote, which is a lot in that run.
Oh, you do? Oh. I don't know if I told you this, but I'm an Hat in Time runner. But I ran the game way before the Nyakuza Metro, whatever that stage is called, was released.
Yeah, the run now, I mean, just to put it lightly, the boop is used because there is literally a trick called the boop clip.
Back in the old beta days, I actually still have the shirt of the boop troop. We would call our like you got your Zelda runners, you got your Kirby runners, who might be called like the Poyo Squad or something. Well, we called ourselves the Boop Troop back in Ahead in Time beta days.
Yep, that Discord still exists. It's called the Boop Troop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's still the case. That makes sense. I keep splitting, but life split crashed. Oh well.
This is why you use auto split, then you don't get the mess memory for splitting.
If only there's auto splits for console games, you know? I mean, I guess there's a visual one.
Imagine being a console runner. Lol.
Okay, that's it. I'm going.
No, we make fun here.
I know. You know I'm not serious. I mean, I do run some PC games. San Andreas, for example, and I don't need to split myself there, but I do love the, what's the word? It just releases some, you know, some feeling from, hey, I split. This feels good. It just feels good to split. It's like a physical like confirmation of, hey, I did this thing.
I actually do know what you mean, because Carrion does not have an auto splitter, even though it's a PC game. So I have to split manually in that.
So either it's too difficult to find endpoints to like split on, or auto split on, I guess. I missed. Or no one has taken the time to do it yet. Ghost Simulator is in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's option 2, but I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about auto splitting or code or anything to guess why there's not an auto splitter.
Yeah, me neither. But it does require like hours and hours of research into the game, finding points to like split on, or memory addresses, make sure they're consistent, that kind of stuff. It's not the easiest thing.
Yeah, typically it's in Carrion, it's when you're exiting levels, so there are doors you go through to get to different areas in the game. So I don't think the split points would be the hard part. I think it's the code. I'm wondering if it's because it's technically one big map. I could be wrong, but...
I mean, you can find any trigger to be the actual trigger for it. Like getting an item, for example. Exiting a level. So this is the last normal stage, 6-8. And this is the volcano. And this is the only stage where I'm required to actually have Rambi throughout all of it. Because my boy Rambi here needs to destroy some blocks. The previous stage was the factory. And I did have some issues with it, but like nothing too serious, fortunately. Oh. Please let there be another one. I am just gonna die. Because there's no way around that. You need the rhinoceros. That's what happens when you go too fast. I think this is where I died. Yeah, I went a little bit too fast here. No, this is where I went too fast. That makes sense. Go through those blocks. Go down, go up, go down again. The music for the stage is actually reused from stage 1 and stage 6. And it's just really epic. Hey, you're climbing this mountain. Nudge nudge to the previous stage, previous run. You're on an epic journey. But after 3 times, yeah, you've heard it. Then again, for a casual player who would actually have a little bit of difficulty going for this game, yeah, you would have forgotten by that. You would have forgotten it by that point. I'm not expecting anyone to be a Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze Pro at the start. So last time that I did this run at a marathon, I dropped Rambi into the lava. So this time I'm not going to drop Rambi into the lava. Rambi is gonna go up here, stay here for the rest of his days. And there I go. And then coming up is the final boss, and this boss is scary, difficult, and it's very easy to miss hits, and it's advised not to be hit. So let's go. Welcome to the lair of Frederick, the Snowmat King. Immediately, he jumps away into the background, can't do anything. But he will rain down some icicles with enemies inside of it. That I need to throw against him. And he is so deadly that even if I throw some enemies into the air, because of the shockwaves, those enemies will die mid-air. That's how deadly this guy is. But fortunately, I just have to like jump on his back like 3 times. And now he's super mad, he goes into phase 2. Jumps around. But he thought it was a little bit too hot in here. So enter Ice Dragons. It's probably the most, oh, whoops, high poly model in this entire game. Okay. I'm gonna throw this rabbit against Frederick. I can actually YOLO shot this. But I don't want to because it's too dangerous. So now, with every hit, he goes faster. I missed 1 hit, meaning that we're gonna do phase 2 over again. And I only need to hit him 1 more time afterwards. Okay, maybe try and get a heart. Not that I expect to get hits anymore, but still. So coming up, you know what? I'll try a YOLO shot. Why not? Yeah, that was absolutely YOLO. You? No, okay. So now he goes by super slow again. His speed reset. So that was 6 hits. Now we're going into the final phase. This is a... I don't know why, but the community calls this the pissing your pants thing. And I just like to hover down really, really slowly. Yeah. For the people on tech, do get ready. I gotta be lucky, however, if this is actually gonna go my way. Okay, so I need to hit him 3 times now. If I miss him once, like I just did, that's number 2. Okay, I only need him once more, so instead of going back and repeating this phase, he's gonna do another random this time, pissing your pants. Throw some ice dragons at me. After that, he's gonna run around again. So I don't have to like wait for this super slow thing. And time is soon. Yeah, in 3, 2, 1, time.
Very nice.
Thank you, thank you. And that is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. The Snowmad King is gone. And DK Island, or Congo Bongo, as it's called in the cartoon, saved. Donkey Kong is doing like he, or acting like he did like everything, except it was all funky, baby. It was all Funky Kong.
So you got a 136 and timer went a little bit past after time, so I'd say like 40 seconds, 136 and 40.
That is acceptable. A lot went wrong, so not too bad. My PB is a 130 and 1 second. So, yeah. I guess with that, I want to say I'm gonna hand it over back, but I'm going to be the next runner as well. And I do need to do something to my Switch for that, so... Enjoy the intermission. Yeah. I guess you do the signing off.
Not a problem. I mean, thank you again for coming by and doing this. Always appreciate you doing runs with us here. You know, go check out Rick over at his channel. Also, check out Bingothon. Check out BSG. Check out Indie-thon, which is you're also a part of, I believe. How many other marathons are you part of?
I made a list, okay?
It's not a short list either.
Yeah, no, I'm a general staff member for Indie-thon, head of production for BSG, advisor for UKSG, Bingo-thon, I'm just tech guy. Same with ESA, I'm a tech guy, or senior tech guy, I guess. GTA Marathon, I'm doing stuff for the other marathons. Raymond Marathon, if that still counts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah,
awesome.
let's get to that intermission and let's get set up for Golf Story.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's hit it over to intermission. We'll be right back.